fear nothing, Brian. Go out there.
You could do it.
Grab life by the nipples and twist. Hi everybody, it's Brian Johnson from ACDC. Welcome to the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Just have a fantastic time. It's my first time here, and I think I've died and I've gone to heaven.
Can we ask you to sign the guitar?
Look at that. Who's that then? You ever noticed with autographs, you never know who they are?
Yeah.
Except mine, I'm fabulous. You can read mine. That's why I'm not a doctor. You can read me handwriting. I'll see you later, lassies. It's the first time I've been at Goodwood, and geez, it's a lot of people here, isn't it?
You wait till tomorrow. This is like the first day. Tomorrow it gets like you can hardly move.
I went to the dressing room and I found a wild array of old race dogs. There was Derek Bell, Brian Redmond, the old rascal. Look up your daughters when he's in town. And
I just thought he was a good driver.
He is as well. Yeah, he does that good as well.
Right.
And Vic Elford,
yeah.
one of the great Porsche drivers of all time. It's
really
quite amazing.
You really
Nick
know
Mason.
your drivers, don't you?
They were my heroes growing up, you know, and I'm sure they were for you as well.
They were.
Yeah. Let me explain something here, lads. We've just come in from Spain, from the last gig in the world tour. I just got home, had a night's kip, and they're gonna stick us in a Brabham, which I've never seen before, up a road I've never been on. And he says, "Are you feeling a bit nervous?" I went, "Fucking, of course I am." So, lads, if you hear a dull thud, that'll be me.
You can talk about it on Top Gear next time.
Good. But no, they're great, these cars, aren't they? They're fantastic. I love the
noise of the smell.
Yeah, they're just absolutely fantastic. I mean, you'd never think that you'd actually ever get to see one after all these years. You're watching them on the telly, remember the old days? You know? That's great. I'm driving the Brabham B24. And I've never been here before, you know.
You'll be fine. Main thing is when you come past here, and you come up that rise, they've got brake boards now, but there's quite a tight left.
That's right.
Yeah, so
and it's dodgy.
Lift off a bit before. Don't wait to brake until you come over the
Lift
rise.
off and brake, and then nip left.
What are you driving?
A Brabham T24.
Oh, okay, that's a nice car.
Is it?
Yeah.
Never seen it. I've never been on this road before.
No?
I've never. Look, they hailed me, darling.
I'll just wave to the crowd if I were you.
Is that the best thing to do?
Yeah.
Just get up and have a wave.
Look good and wave.
Well, I was talking to Nick Harris last night.
Yeah.
Nick Harris is my trainer for the tour.
Okay.
And he trains the Hulk and Barrichello.
That's right.
He's training them, and so he travels around and he always phones us. And when he gets time off, he'll come out to Australia and he'll work with me for a week to get me energy up because it's a 2-hour show.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It's basically a lot of energy, and you know, when you're singing.
For the Brazilian TV Global.
This is my big chance to drive a 1970s Formula One car, Brabham BT 24, and we just finished the tour, the world tour. I was sitting in a car for 3.5 hours. Now I'm going to get him one again, and with this lovely gentleman here who's going to lend me his Brabham BT
24.
BT 24. Never Never been in one in my life, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to be very careful, mate, because I know
You will love it.
It's your special toy. But there's some great cars here. Look at this, look, yeah.
Okay, right. We can squeeze you into this bag, but the car you're driving is going up the hill now.
Okay.
So what we'll do, when they all turn around and come back down, instead of going into the paddock, your car is going to be directed down into here, and you'll have to quickly hop in it. Mechanics will tie you in, show you how it works, and then you can go down to the start line in this batch.
Okay.
It just saves us waiting for the next batch.
Where's the start line?
Down that way. You turn
on the other side?
Yeah, you turn out of the left, go along just to the hill, and then you go right, and you follow the road down to the start line. The marshals will show you where to go.
Okay.
I need to do you measure your crutch straps.
Your belts then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never been a time down the
He's a
end.
real skinny guy.
The old.
Turn around, but-
It's the old wedding tackle. Is you better have a belt big enough, boy. That's what. Today the hill. Next year Le Mans.
Let's see if we can get you in a camera with us.
Come on,
Let's have his picture, because we've got to put him in the car. We've got to have a picture talk with him.
Certainly, my son. So I don't have to worry. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm sitting in a Brabham. I'm at Goodwood, and I'm going to do the hill climb. And I think I'm dead and gone to heaven. Driving the Brabham hill was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done. First of all, it's probably one of the most expensive old vintage, Formula One cars ever. Our Grand Prix cars were called, and I've got to be careful. And it wasn't mine. And there's a lot of blind bends, and I've never driven up that hill before. And there was only one thing in my mind: I am not going to break this motor car, not in a million years. But it was wonderful because it had no ground effect on that car at all. This was how they really used to drive, and it was, even the speed I did get up, it floats. You've got to have some cojones to put that flat out. But it was the thrill of a lifetime. I can't go in there. Okay, we've just done the Goodwood climb, the hill climb, in a lovely 1967 Brabham, which was Jack Brabham's, and now we're going to the place that builds my favourite cars, the Rolls-Royce factory. My Phantom's about 4 years old now. I might have to get another one. Something new. Just kidding, but we're going to have a look around. Join us. It should be fun. Thanks very much, my son. I'll see you later. Have a good one, kid. Thanks very much. I'll get that for you. Because I had the Bentley Continental. Yeah. And my pal, Monty Patterson, who's the Rolls-Royce dealer in Orlando, the sneaky bugger.
15 cars a day, so 12 cars to 3 and these things are just flying.
Do you know where I live in Sarasota? It's a small town on the west coast of Florida, and I got my Phantom about 2.5 years ago, and I was the only one. Now I would say there's about 8 of them. I always imagined Rolls-Royce, I don't know what it is, I just imagine men in brown coats trumbling around with a pigskin hammer, hitting people or things, and spanners hanging out of their pockets and bits of wire, sticking out. It's that thing you had with the old-fashioned handmade cars. Well, of course, the hand assembled. But I'm still trying to get my breath back. It's unbelievable.
Aluminium brush, but it's lacquered, so you can touch and feel it.
Well, the one down in Sydney that I drove was like that. By the time it stopped raining, and we did a couple of things, it was just covered in hand marks. And I said, bollocks, why don't they just put a clear spray over there?
Exactly.
And look what you did.
Look what we did, see? We listened to you.
That'll be 10 bob.
Copyright.
I know, it looks like everybody's just in a great mood. If I could say, everybody's
Seriously,
just nice and cool.
It sounds really cheesy, but it's a really nice place to work. Everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite a small family.
Cool
800
lads.
people here.
I don't know what you're doing, but it's cool.
This is what we call the marriage. As we walk down the line, basically, there's a team of every. all
Did
the
you
guys-
make my car? I've got a bit. Where? Greece? Did you say Greece? Oh, Dresden. Oh, good lad. The fuck you doing here? Building cars. Hello, lads. Yeah. Well, I got the old Phantom, you know, and I love it. Oh, it's my favourite. Hello, look, you see now I'm shaking hands with the lads. What made my car? Now, who could have figured on that one? Don't go through the gate. I've just died and gone to R&R heaven, rock and roll Rolls-Royce. It didn't matter what it is. I've been in a Brabham, just down the street to come to see where my car's been made, and you just have to see this place. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at it. This is Rolls-Royce. Look at that view. It looks like something building space rockets or something.
Tell us what you imagined before you came in that it would be like, and what it is like.
I always imagined Rolls-Royce. I don't know what it is. I just imagine men in brown coats trundling around with a pigskin hammer, hitting people or things, you know, and spanners hanging out of their pockets and bits of wire, you know, sticking out. It's that thing you had with the old-fashioned handmade cars. Well, of course, the hand assembled. But I'm still trying to get my breath back. It's unbelievable.
You could eat,
and everybody's
you could eat a lunch off the floor.
You could. I mean, it's just immaculate. And everybody's walking around. The thing I found it with this place, you might think strange, is everybody's walking about with a smile on their face. Everybody's happy. Everybody's doing a great gig, and it's unbelievable. I like this place. I could work here. Right, well, that was it. That was a quick flying visit to the Rolls-Royce factory. And I got freebies, but now I've got to jump on a helicopter so we can start the next part of our journey.
So what do you think of your day, Brian?
Frickin' hectic. What do you think? Woo! That was certainly
Non-stop.
Certainly non-stop from the minute we got up this morning.
As physical as doing a gig?
Well, no. That's always something. That's always something special, that is, me son. Oops, I forgot to write cheers on. There you
Cheers
go.
on this one.
Cheers on this one, sorry.
Okay.
See, I was getting remiss there. There we go, me darling.
Okay.
You okay? Can you see?
We can keep
That's
all
all right,
these, you
yeah.
know.
Well, we'll just give them to the lads.
Yeah.
We'll get one.